One of the nice things about the mentoring program is that I've managed to form a relationship with someone and been able to nurture that and watch it grow over time.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity for not only students, the mentoring one-to-one program, but also for adults in our community. You know, I admire how this has grown.
When I was in trouble, you know, he went from just a mentor to a second dad, you know, just like that quick, you know. I mean, he went out of his way. He did, and you know, it's a blessing to have a mentor like that. Real big blessing, a real impact on a teenager's life.
She's someone I can talk to. She don't ever say nothing to nobody. She always came when she's supposed to, and she still, after this mentoring and everything, when I go to college, she's still gonna be here.
He always has like a positive attitude when I come over. Every time I came in middle school, he always came happy, or like, if he gave me advice, it wasn't never bad. It was always good advice. He always helped me out in some way.
A lot of times, teenagers and preteens can feel like adults are working against you instead of trying to help you, but they really are trying to help you.
He's fun to be around, and he's good to bounce. I can bounce a lot of my ideas off him. He gives me a lot of constructive criticism, tells me what's good, what's not, and not just with stories, but with my life.
Basically just getting through school without her like pushing me and telling me I can do it and giving me calls to say, you can do it, you got it, you know, keep pushing. I don't think I would have finished.
I feel like if you have no one else, you'll have your mentor, because that would be like the last person you'll see that give you that hand of judgment, like, good job, this is where you want to go. Like, there's always be a backup plan, like they never judge you or nothing. Like, that's the person you always look at, like, this person helped me through every step.
I think middle school would have been a lot tougher because, like, my dad was working all the time, and, you know, I would kind of just go home, and I didn't really like talking to my friends because there was, you know, it was kind of shallow stuff. But, you know, Mary was always there, same time every week, and, you know, it was someone I could, you know, talk to, and, you know, my dad was always there for me too, but it was nice having, like, a girl to talk to.
For me, it was always a friendly face and positive attitude, because my experience with school, not so positive.
I could always trust what he told me. It felt like he was always on my side. Even if I'm wrong, he was there with me throughout the 3 years that we've been together.
When I have a personal problem, I talk to her about it, and then like she does not judge me or anything. She just like is there for me when I need her.
Because like I had like some downs, then I went to an alternative school, but then I thought I would never graduate at the 8th grade, but you know, he kept me on track and stuff, kept me on positive route. Then I completed that. I graduated 8th grade, and I was happy for that.
He has helped me when I was down, specifically. He's helped me go through some stuff that I thought I couldn't go through. He's been there for not just academic stuff, but also personal stuff.
Your mentor is not someone that will judge you. They're not someone to hurt you. They're here in your life to help you understand and to help you set goals for the future and to help you better understand situations that they have been through and trying to get you through.
I remember meeting Mike over at Edison, and he was kind of shy and laid back, wouldn't kind of open up, but once we got to know one another, he opened up.
At first I didn't want I didn't want her as my mentor because I thought she was old.
She's told me this before, so it's okay.
But then I got more comfortable with her, and I'm glad that she stayed my mentor, because I know it was some times where I was like distant and didn't really talk to her. I'm glad she kept coming back every year.
I mean, when I first met him, like, I didn't know he was Miss Broom's husband, so I was just like, oh, well, who's this guy they're introducing me to? And The only thing that I was worried about was his mustache. You see this big guy, I was kind of a little kid. Big guy with a big mustache, big white mustache, kind of scared me. So I didn't really know what to do, but after a while it got kind of cool.
At first she wouldn't say much and she'd be really quiet, and so I'd say, tell me about your day or whatever, and we'd sit on the swings at Wiley and I'd say, well then, let's make up stories. Do you remember that? And I would say something about, do you remember, well, last night a big dinosaur came to my house, knocked on my door, and wanted to eat dinner. And then she'd say, I'll top that.
He's very honest too. I was like, Mike, give me an honest opinion. What do you think about this drawing? He say, I like it, but you need more work on it. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Well, I need more work on it. He's like, probably the face, probably the eyes. I don't know. He's honest with me. That's what I like.
And I can't remember what year it was, but it was when I would come to the lunchroom because we didn't have any other time that we could meet, and I always felt like I was kind of infringing on her time with her friends, which I was. So it was hard for me, and I would just kind of sit and wonder, should I be here, should I not? And then later in the year, Nina actually said to me, I know it's been really hard for you, I'm sorry, because I'm interacting with my friends and stuff like that, but it was kind of like her way of saying, don't give up on me, I still want you to be part of my life.
Markaya has grown to a wonderful, beautiful, intelligent young lady. I think that she has wonderful morals about herself, and she has been able to stay away from difficult times in a midst of totally difficult times for children her age. And it's been wonderful to see her grow.
Oh, I really like that he's actually trying to reach out to me because he's trying to look out for my future and my career. And right now, some of the things that we're actually doing is he's finding research about the military because I feel like joining the military.
Well, high school years are really hard, middle school too. I mean, probably that's the worst for a lot of kids. I mean, not just even the ones that are doing swimmingly. And just, one foot in front of the other, just keep trucking. It's the best way.
Open up to their mentor. They don't gotta be scared to express their feelings for them, because most likely your mentor will help you get through anything. Like Ryan, for example, she helped me get through anything. I know we first started off not opening up to each other, but now I can tell her anything, and she listens to me and give me good advice, and mentors was so positive.
I think any mentoring experience over any length of time has its ups and downs, and you always kind of wonder, am I making a difference? I mean, I think mentors feel like there's a role and sometimes aren't happy to know that just being there and being consistent with being there. And so I kind of wondered, was it making a difference? But because we were having fun and the interactions were so positive, any personal interaction and relationship is important. So I felt good about that.
I'm really proud of Kyra and getting this far. She has tried really hard to stick with Lincoln's Challenge, even though it's hard. They have to get up early, they have to run, they have to just really work hard, and they don't get to leave. So she's really persevered and kept with it, even though I'm sure there's been times that she felt like giving up.
I think it's been him growing. I'm talking about what does he want to go and do, and really applying his hobbies into being something that he's passionate about. And I think that there's something really great about that. And so it's great to hear getting ready to go to college, and your scores on your tests have been amazing. It's been really wonderful just to see that kind of happen.
You kind of really influenced my life. You're wise. You're very caring. I like that. You're always there.
They don't only expect you to have a listening ear, but I think they expect you to guide them as well. And until you have the trust, you got to have patience, the listening ear, and then the rest will come.
She's just a beautiful child, and I want all her dreams to come true.
Mitchell, like a lot of other teens in today's society, face different challenges. But I really like the fact that Mitchell, once he recognizes he has a challenge, he's willing to seek out assistance from others and help begin to identify solutions to solving some of those challenges.
My main goal was to get my grades up and not get in trouble for that after a while. That's improved, and I've always been, ever since, like he was saying, I was interested in law enforcement. When I was in 8th grade, he got me connected with the Champaign Police Department. They had a youth police academy. I did
and I'm actually going back this year to help teach it. But I'm also, this second semester of this year, I'm also interning at the Urbana Police Department.
I tried to think of it as a marathon, not a sprint, where you have a. It was a long-term goal, long-term goals, long-term commitment, and when you got maybe something didn't work out the way you wanted for one or two things, it really didn't matter, because you always need to look at the big picture.
I benefited by having her in my life. Yeah, it feels good, and I think it's neat to be a part of this program.
I do want to go into a career that involves art, and he helped me realize that it's okay to find things that you're interested in, not to live up to any other standards but your own.
I'd say from the beginning, I'm surprised how much he's made me laugh over the years, and his personality is unique, but I mean that in a good way. And I'm anxious to see where he is 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and more, and we'll keep that relationship. I'm positive of that.
My grades. Most important thing, my grades. It was so many times I did not want to tell her my grades because it was so horrible. But through it all, we made goals. And our goals was, okay, if you get an A here and a B in this class, or you bring your C up to a B or an A.
Before I had this opportunity presented to me, when he lost his mentor and they were saying, Mark, could you help this young man? I didn't know him, and I said, sure. And then after I said sure, I thought, oh my, I'm so busy. I've got so many things on my plate. Why did I say this? Oh gosh. But then after I met Terrace, and we started to develop a relationship as friends, and we knew we were there for each other, I think that's when it really changed.
It became bigger than just mentoring.
Yeah, and last year, for me, it changed a great deal because we were preparing for the banquet last year. It was on May 1st. We were all ready to go. Everything was all set. I was going to pick him up. Everything was great. And the day before, my father got ill. We went to the hospital. And on the day of the banquet, my dad passed away. And I couldn't take Terrace to the banquet. And he wrote a really wonderful card to me. And that's when I knew that he wasn't just a mentee. He was like one of my kids.
I'm really glad he was by my side all the way, and I really appreciate that.
And the importance to me of Chris staying with me in this program, because it's a two-way thing. And Chris has stuck with me, and I hope that I've always been there for him, and someone that he can rely upon, and I can rely upon him. It's important to have people in your life who you can count on to be there.
Through all these years together, I consider him like a father to me, and I appreciate everything he's done for me.
Be grateful that you have a mentor, because not everybody has someone to look up to, and if you just need someone to talk to, just know that if you have a mentor, then that's someone you can talk to.
It'll be interesting to see where it all goes from here.
Yeah, it's a wide future.
That's right.